Hi, and welcome to Strap a Watch, Michael Knapp Leather. I've never asked you to do this before, but I'm going to on this episode. Please watch this entire show. Don't just watch 5 minutes and go to something else. Watch this whole show. I'm trying to give you some information that can impact your life today. And it really stems from the owner of the watch that we're going to be focusing on and the strap. This is the second strap I've made for this guy. And his name is Mr. Saul Colt. He is considered the smartest man in the world. He's an absolute marketing genius and guru. And he had first ordered a black Chromexcel strap with red stitching. He is a red guy. He is a brand unto himself. And he wears these big red glasses and a lot of times red shoes. He does a lot of public speaking. And I just talked to him on the phone the other day. I had a sinus infection. I'm still kind of getting over with my voice. You can probably hear it a little bit. But I called him a couple days ago. I could barely talk. But the strap that he ordered rather recently was this cherry red Shinki Hikaku Shell Cordovan strap. I just finished it, and it's for this very special prototype watch we're going to be looking at. And I want to impart, Saul doesn't know I'm doing this. Like I said, I talked to him the other day, not too long, but some of the wisdom of Saul Colt and some of my personal experiences of wisdom to impart on you that I want to share in the second half. Okay, so stick around. Check this show out. We'll be right back after the intro. Thank you so much for joining me today on Strap a Watch. And here once again is Saul's watch. What it's called is the A.Dunhill A-Centric Pentagraph, and this is the prototype. Check this out, 0000 out of 1,000. It was designed in collaboration with Dunhill's watch guru, Tom Bolt, back in 2006. And I believe he was the one who had this watch all along until Saul, I guess, recently bought this watch. This is the watch on the strap that I made for him, the black Chromexcel with the red stitching, until July of this year. So check out this dial. Okay, I'm going to explain this dial. You can always go back, but you can see you have the blue, and then the red, then the white. So it's pentagraph because of the 5 hands. So the hours, minutes, seconds, date, and then there's an additional time zone. And the outer ring, the blue numbers and the blue arrowhead hand, that provides a 24-hour dual time zone indicator, okay? The second ring with the red numbers and the red arrowhead hand gives the date. The third ring with the white numbers and thin white head represents seconds, and the inner 12-hour dial, the one with the alpha luminous hands, indicates the local time. And there are plus and minus pushers on either side of the crown that adds or decreases an hour to the local time, and then there's a plus pusher on the other side of the case that increases an hour to the second time zone. And it is a 42 millimeter stainless steel case, sapphire crystal, water resistant to 50 meters. Just really cool. This is, you're seeing me right here with the Shinki Hikaku and also Rocado. That's black Rocado Shell Cordovan and Horween Shell Cordovan. There's the red. I actually got another order of red just today, but the thing was I ran out of the blue. So I had recently just gotten in a shipment 3 chips of the blue so that I'm set with stock. And I just want to say thank you first off to all of the people who have sent me pictures. Chris in Alaska, the doctor in Anchorage, had sent me this picture right here. Check this out. And also, he's got this portfolio of the 4 straps I've made him. He just ordered a blue Shinki Hikaku. I had about 4 of those. had requested over the last couple of months, and I've let everybody know that, yes, it's back in stock. And just really cool, man, really cool. Here's from Mark Wolfson, the sport watch that I had sent him. And just thank you, all you guys who have sent in pictures of your straps and your watches. I've gotten a number of them. And I've gotten a new gallery on my website of some of my work. Not everything, man. There's just, I haven't received pictures from everybody. Not everybody sends pictures, and I do appreciate it. And that's kind of what happened with this with Saul, is, when he had reached out to me originally a good month ago or more. He emailed me, and, he was looking for this black strap for this particular watch, and I was like, wow, that's a cool watch. What is this? And I looked online. I couldn't find anything because it didn't have the name of the watch, the model of the watch. It had the manufacturer. So I look up that on Google, and nothing. I didn't see any one of these watches at all. And then, I was like, well, this guy's pretty interesting with the red glasses. And he had sent with his email, it had his website. So I checked out his website, and I was like, oh, wow, this is my kind of guy. He's a marketing guy. And I have stated this on some of the episodes in the past. I am a former marketing director of a healthcare company. I was in business development for years in the corporate world. And of course, today I own and operate my own hearing healthcare practice. I'm a practicing audio prosthologist. And so, along with my wife and my son-in-law, we work that day in, day out. And so I built the website for that company as well, and do all of the search engine optimization, all of the marketing. And I am a firm believer in guerrilla marketing tactics, not traditional outbound marketing. I'm very much more into what we call today inbound marketing, which is relying a lot of it is on the internet for people when they're searching for your goods or services to be able to find you, rather than paying for a newspaper ad, to get less than 1% return on that investment. It's just crazy in today's world. So, and that's what some of this wisdom I want to impart on you is, especially, and it's for anybody, any age demographic, but especially, say, younger folks, in the workforce. And if you're watching this channel, typically you're going to be a watch person. Somebody might be into leather straps, some of the finer things of life, and that means you're typically not your mediocre, just stuck in mediocrity. All right, I would hope that's not you, and that's not who I am. I know that's not who Saul is, and I know I associate myself and my friends who are people who are kind of go-getters, who are typically leaders. And leaders are always looking for other leaders. It's kind of the law of attraction with leaders. And it's, like Saul has a saying that I have just stolen liberally. He goes, not being memorable is the same as being invisible. I mean, really think about that. Not being memorable is the same as being invisible. And you don't have to, wear red glasses and red shoes to stand out, to be memorable. I am going to impart in you some of the wisdom of what I have learned in 55 years, whether that's old to you or young to you, because, my population at my office at my hearing clinic is, older folks, and they think I'm a kid. But in 55 years, I've learned that the things that money can't buy, the things that are inside you that are the most valuable. And that is, number one, your honor, your integrity, your honesty, your ability to make commitments and hold commitments. Your word is your bond. It's kind of the old-fashioned kind of stuff. And it is how you carry yourself. It is also, in especially in the corporate world, how you present yourself, how you present, your brand. That's what I'm trying to get at. Each one of us in today's modern world with social media and everything online you really need to be your own brand. Your name is a brand. My name is a brand, Michael Knapp Leather. And that's why you see me wear these shirts when I'm doing my intros. That's why we wear those blue shirts. Here's the blue shirts we wear at our hearing healthcare company. Okay, we've been wearing this same types of blue shirts for 7 years. I'm a firm believer in that kind of stuff. It works. People don't forget. Maybe the first time they might forget, and the second time they say, oh, I like that shirt. I saw that last time. So it sticks over time. And, it's just like the old saying, too, is first impressions. I mean, that can go both ways. You could have a really poor first impression or a really good first impression. And the world, I'll tell you, is offering you opportunities all the time. The problem is a lot of times people miss opportunities. They just go in one ear, out the other. They go right over a person's head without them even realizing. And that's the point, too, is you always have to be alert. You always have to kind of think of life as chess. You're always thinking moves ahead, and if you're like myself and wanting to get ahead, because I'll share something with you guys. I went through a divorce from my first wife years and years ago, and by the time I was 40 years of age, 15 years ago, I was flat broke. I had the worst credit score you could imagine. I had to start over at life, $350,000 in debt, and I owned nothing. I did not file bankruptcy. I could have. It would have been a lot easier. It took me 6 years to pay everybody back. I had to contact every creditor, and it was tough, man. I had to start completely over. So here I am, 55. You got to imagine just about the first half of starting over was getting out of the hole. And so everything I have today, and I'm, not trying to boast or anything like that. The truth of the matter is I've worked really hard. I went back to college at 40. I worked 2 full-time jobs, and I dug my way out, and it was tough. I'm not going to lie to you. But today I own 2 homes, and I have nice vehicles and nice motorcycles, and I own this real successful business. And I've done 1 newspaper ad for the Hearing Healthcare Clinic. That's it. 1 newspaper ad 7 years ago. We really rely on guerrilla marketing tactics of word-of-mouth advertising and really just smart inbound advertising. And it works, and branding. You have to brand your company. You have to brand yourself. That's how you get ahead in life. And just be memorable. And one of the best ways is you're meeting new people or what have you. You're in a social activity, maybe after work or at a dinner party or what have you. You share personal stories that others can relate with. That's one of the best ways. Become a standout. Become the exceptional person in the room. You don't have to be over the top, and you want to be humble about it, but you don't have to be, exuberant and boastful or any of those things. But, think of it like with watch wearers. I'm a Milgauss guy. And thank you, Chris, for that, those pictures again. Chris, Milgauss guy, 3 modern Milgauss. There's a lot of, a lot of you guys I've made straps for Milgauss wearers. We're just a different breed, man. We're not your typical Rolex wearer. Anybody can wear a Submariner. Not many people wear Milgausses, man, and there's a reason for it. We're just different. We think different. We're at a dinner party and somebody says, man, that's a Rolex? I've never seen a Rolex like that. Can I see that? They're like, wow, that's different. And I'm like, yeah, this is called the Milgauss. It was made for scientists starting back in 1956. And, audio prosthologist. I work around a lot of electromagnetic equipment, and, that's why I have this watch. And they're like, oh, wow, that is really cool. So, and it's always guys, it's never women. Guys, even Ocean O'Malley did a show on that. Women do not check out your watches unless they're really kind of like, I'm just going to say it, gold diggers. Not to sound sexist, but that's the reality of life. Other guys really notice other guys' watches. I know I am. It's like Ocean talks about the watch radar goes off. But one of the things I wanted to impart before we close on this video today, about 30 years ago, I won a book. And I was walking in a mall, and this bookstore was having a raffle. You fill out your name, you put it in a fishbowl. About 10 minutes later, I get this call from the bookstore. Oh, we pulled your name out of the fishbowl. You've won a book. Come on back. And what it was called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. A life-changing book. With my dyslexia, I don't read a lot of books. I couldn't put this book down once I started, and I've read it several times. I've read a number of his other books, The 360-Degree Leader. I've actually met the man. I went to an event he was holding at his dad's former church, that his father was a pastor at this church in Lakeland, Florida. And my wife and I went and saw him, John, speak, and met him there, and it was a wonderful occasion. I would highly recommend all of you read that book. And even the 360-Degree Leader, it teaches you how to lead within an organization in any type of environment you may find yourself, whether it's voluntary or whatever, the business world. So I'm hoping with what I'm sharing with you is going to be impactful for your life. Stand out from the crowd. Don't live in mediocrity. Set yourself apart. I mean, I can't say how important that is to get ahead in life. Be able to afford what you want in life, the watches you want in life. That's going to take money, and that's going to take effort, okay? It's going to take effort. So here you've been seeing the final product of Saul's new cherry red Shinki Hikaku Shell Cordovan strap. Beautiful strap. I absolutely love this. I think I'm going to have to make myself one, Saul. You'll be getting this. I'll be shipping it out to you here early this week. Should have it by next week. He is in Canada. These are the new boxes that I just had custom built for my straps. So that's how they come shipped. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. God bless you all, and until next time, keep on ticking.